flirty and get squirty because it's time for another dirty brief. All of us have caused ourselves harm, whether we meant to or not. At some point, you had self-inflicted pain. And I'm sure you wish you didn't, but after the fact, you have to deal with the repercussions. During the pandemic, I got frostbite. I live in Los Angeles, and yet, somehow, in March, I got frostbite. Let me tell you a little story, paint a little picture for you. During the pandemic, things are open, but not really open. We're all wearing masks. My friend Steven, he goes all the time to do cryotherapy. He goes every single day. He has a monthly membership. He works out in the park, gets all sweaty, gets his bones and his muscles all rejuvenated, and then he goes and freezes himself to rehabilitate. I've been very curious about this because I love alternative forms of healing, and I've tried so many. I've tried saline bath. I've tried float tanks. I've had my chakras healed. I don't even know what that means. All I know is that this woman waved her hands over my body for an hour, and now anytime there's a crescent moon, I can float. So when my friend Steven told me, hey, do you want to come get inside a cryo chamber? I was like, ooh, baby, do I ever. So I meet Steven in the park, and we do a really vigorous workout session. We go hard. And I have my own ways of exercising. I don't usually do a program, so I definitely felt the pains in all of my body in a good way. Not bad pain, just soreness. And I was like, ooh, baby, let's go freeze this out. So we go to the cryo clinic, and he can get me in for free because it is expensive as fuck. He pays $300 a month to be able to go whenever he wants, but it's $60 for a single session that is 3 minutes long. That's not money I want to spend, but if somebody's giving it to me for free, let's go. I fill out the paperwork. I take off all my clothes, I put on their little underwear, and then I proceed to get into the chamber. Now, what I knew about cryo, it's like a tube that your head is sticking out of. That's what I had seen before. But this place had a full chamber that you got inside, and you were fully enclosed. They allowed me to pick whatever music I wanted, so I chose Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. If I'm going to be in negative 240 degrees, I want to be thinking about beautiful, illuminating sunshine, warming my entire being. It was cold. I mean, really, really cold. And after about 90 seconds, my face started to really hurt, but I had never done this before, so I don't know any better. I don't know what is happening on the inside because I can't see my own face. When I got home, I felt okay, but my face hurt a little bit. It was a little sore, a little tight. Went to sleep. When I woke up a few hours later, my nose was pussing. And when I say pussing, it had blistered on both sides, and it was literally oozing pus from the inside. And what had happened was I had been wearing a mask that I had been sweating in post-exercise. And those water droplets, when entered into a cryogenic chamber, froze my mask to my face. Obviously, I did not think about this as an option. I did this to myself. Either way, I need to go take care of this situation. So I go back to the cryo clinic with my mask on. We had to be masked at the time. And I just told the receptionist, hey, I was here yesterday. Can I show you something? I take off my mask, and immediately both receptionists look at me and go, oh my God. Not what you want to hear in a medical facility. You want to hear, hey, we see that all the time. Here's a little ointment. This is what you do to make it better. You don't want to hear, oh my God. So they looked at me and said, okay, we can fix this. We have a 3-step process. First, you're going to get in an infrared sauna. And I'm like, no more weird contraptions or machines or any chambers that I need to get in to heal my body. And they're like, no. Trust me, you want to get in the sauna. This is going to heal your skin. And then we have a vibrating mat that you can get on. And then, if you'd like, you can go back in the cryo chamber. And I was like, what? Why on earth would I get back in there after what happened to me? And they're like, well, we're giving you a free session. I'm an idiot. And I take anything that is free. Because free things are rare in this world. So when somebody offers you a free item, you take it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a ride in a hand-built airplane that might kill you. You take the ride. I walked around for weeks with my face looking like a caveman that had just been thawed out, but was still slightly in the freezing process. It was brutal. My face looked like a slab of meat, and I had to go on the road. I was doing shows that weekend in Lincoln, Nebraska. And you know what I had to do during those shows? I had to start by explaining why my face looked like the surface of Mars was oozing alien blood. It was uncomfortable. It was brutal. But also, all I could think about was, this is completely my fault. I tried an alternative healing method. I didn't do any research whatsoever. However, is it my fault? Because why didn't this facility, this medical clinic, tell me to take off my mask or switch my mask? They did say I had to wear one, which, by the way, is COVID surviving in negative 240 degrees? Is it that powerful that we can send it to Pluto and it's just thriving there, infecting every alien on the planet with COVID? No, probably not. Yet still, okay, I'll play by your rules. I'll keep my mask on. But you knew that I could have had this experience. Obviously you didn't. I was the first one. But you should know that if you're going in there with a somewhat wet mask, it might freeze to your face. And God, it hurt so bad, but it was also completely my fault. It's Los Angeles. It's spring. And now I'm walking around like I had just been stuck on Everest for the past 3 months. Ugh. Fuck me, right? That's all I could think. Fuck me. I did something to heal my body, to alleviate any pain, to rejuvenate my blood cells, and to get them to a place where they were just thriving. And nope. For the next few weeks, my face looks like I had halfway opened the Ark of the Covenant, and I had to live with that. Have you ever made a mistake like that? Have you ever caused yourself injury, not on purpose, but just by doing something that you'd never done before? You got to forgive yourself. I didn't blame myself. I was trying something new. I was being bold. But even still, when you get frostbite in Los Angeles, it's kind of your fault, no matter what. How is that even possible? I had to explain this myself so many times. So many times. But you know what? You know what I end up with, everybody? A hilarious story from the times of COVID. When the world was shut down and everyone was dying and people were afraid, here I am giving you life by making you feel a little bit better about your own choices. And that's all I want to do. I want to make you feel good about the choices you make. So whatever you're doing this week, whether it's intelligent, whether it's stupid, whether it's insane, whether it is justified, whatever it is, be proud of the choices you're making. Because I really doubt you would do something as humiliating as getting frostbite from a cryo clinic in the middle of Los Angeles. Although, I did get 3 free sessions. So is frostbite worth $240? Because that's what the 4 sessions would be. $240 for 3 weeks of Frostbite? No! It's not worth it, idiot! Don't ever do that. I'm telling you this story so you don't make my mistakes. If you ever go into an alternative healing cryo chamber, take off your mask, or at least switch it. Thank God that I didn't get frostbite somewhere else, somewhere lower on the extremities. My face, I can deal with that. But if it was on my dick, yikes. That would be a terrifying situation. But I'll tell you what's not terrifying. Coming to see me on the road, everybody, because I got dates happening. Go to hoopercomedy.com or follow me on social media at Hooper Hairpuff. And, of course, subscribe to this pod. Listen to it. Dirty Briefs wouldn't happen if you weren't here. So let's go, everyone. Oh, my God. Has my collar looked like that the entire time? Fuck. Well, who cares? That's my choice. What's yours? I'll see you next week.